Hey folks, for those following along, I finally completed my rod tubes. I had a bunch of great questions and while I was building them, so I thought I'd do a little summary, talk about what I used, the pitfalls and kind of hurdles I had to overcome. So as you can see here, I built two tubes. I used a Reese conduit carrier, which I picked up on Amazon in the US. I actually saved about 40% in the US. And they come in 4, 6, and 8-inch sizes. I went with the 6 because I figured 6 inches, I'm probably going to be able to put 12, 15 plus rods in each side. So that's 30 rods on top plus 20 or 30 rods in the boat. Should be enough rods. So I went with the 6-inch. Kind of the first pitfall I found in Canada here, I had a hard time getting a straight 6-inch pipe. Each one came with a bell end. These are sewer pipes, so they kind of piece into each other, male-female piece. And I couldn't get them at a regular big box, fix-it, do-it-yourself store, Home Depot, Lowe's, stuff like that. I had to go to a water treatment place and bought them. These weren't cheap. And the first kind of hurdle I found is that the solid end cap fit perfectly over the bell size. The end cap with the door actually was about a ½ inch too big for the flat side, for the normal side. So what I did, I mulled over a few things. I was going to use expanding foam, but I just went with some foam strip inside to keep that nice and solid. So let's talk about the tubes. The tubes I went through. Oh, first of all, I want to shout out to a guy on YouTube. His channel is Est O, I believe. Followed his video. There's lots of other great videos out there. I followed his. Search how to make rod storage tubes for your truck. You'll find it. It's est.0. Helped me out great. And what I did, so first to prepare these, I cut them down to, I went with 8.5 feet. So I have a few rods that are 7'10", 7'11". I figured I'd add in another 6, 8 inches so that I can offset them and put more rods in there. So trimmed them down to 8.5 feet. First thing I did was wipe them down with like a lacquer thinner to remove any oil and dirt. Gave it a little sand, then another lacquer thinner to clean it out nice. Then I bought something called adhesion promoter. It's a spray primer that's used to help paint stick to plastic products. So the first thing was a layer of the adhesion promoter primer, and then 2 layers of flat black. So it turned out pretty good. There's some blemishes here and there. For those of you that know me, I'm a form over the other way around. Function over form guy. I want it to work good. If there's blemishes and stuff, it really doesn't bother me. So yeah, the end cap, slipped it on, put some foam in, a couple drills, some silicone. That was easy. This one I was a little bit more difficult because I had to add that foam to get that piece to fit properly. But once I did, it fit great. A little loose there. Throw some silicone around the edge, and it's all said and done. So now I have a new home for all my halo rods. All said and done, just to give you a ballpark, this probably put me out 70, upwards of about $350 for the 2 of them. So if you're looking to make one of these, it's going to cost you a bit of money, a bit of time, but I think in the end it's going to be worth it. Thanks for following along, and we'll talk to you guys soon.